They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Virginia Cavaliers. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about... physical up front, but if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
To the air, it's Stewart. He lobs one high down the left side. And he'll make the catch at the 15.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Finds his target down the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He leaves it with the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally...
Touchdown, Tigers! And they jump on top. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Virginia's offense will get the ball. The These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll keep it himself. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick.
Timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. The Cavaliers want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Key. He wants to take the top off. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Clemson will send the punt team out. A low line drive and short kick. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They make the stop trying to pick... at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Key. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming. They go to the ground. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go right back to the run. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They want to run it left here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Going up top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun. Give on the inside.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. Back to throw, it's Stewart. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's good. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Clemson will send the punt team out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking downfield, it's Key. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Dropping back, it's Stewart. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Gonna run it. It's good. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And he intercepts it. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the... Be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Fast motion from the offense. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Okay, well, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put it. I know that.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Gives it to the back on the draw. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He'll do it himself. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Key. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Gets open down the middle. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Fires to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Great job by the DB covering deep. Listen, you always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up the big play. Great job by the DBs, seeing the football, going and breaking on it, and make sure the wide receiver doesn't make a big play.
Back to pass, it's Stewart. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He shanked it. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense, shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
Coming after him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had...
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. On the run, it's good. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Stewart. Trying to escape and get it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Holds and fires complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Back to pass, it's Stewart. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking for room, it's Gilliam. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Cavaliers in the hurry up. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's right on target. Down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the Cavaliers are on the move. They're getting this guy lathered up. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He leaves it with his back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Key. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Cavaliers with the 1st and 10.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. A lot of urgency for this offense. The give from the gun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. And the Cavaliers have pushed it inside the 20. He wants to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cavaliers! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls. And most of the time, I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Tackled, but he has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. The throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Dropping back, it's Key. Fires on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Virginia!
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's going to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's good. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Got out of trouble and throws. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Stewart. Fires to the right. And the pass hits, picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.